Welcome back, everyone. Another episode of Coffee with the Commish, All-Star Weekend Edition. We got things off with a bang last night. We had Jonesy Trends on the show. Him and I both had the first two games of that tournament correct, and then we went head-to-head in the finals. I came away a winner. We'll see if that is going to happen again tonight because we're bringing him back. Jones, appreciate you coming back, dude. That was pretty awesome last night. You called the exact correct score, 40-32, in that second game between Team Joakim and Team Jason. How you doing today?
I'm doing well, man. I'm doing well. Thanks for having me back up again. Yesterday was pretty good. It seems like we called everything out pretty much to the T. You beat me on the final result, but I mean, it was like we said, it wasn't one of those things where we just laid a ton of units out there. I think we had pretty good reads on it. It was very competitive last final game, so I enjoyed yesterday for sure.
Yeah, me too, man. I think they got that format down for the Rising Stars action. Those guys compete. There's a little bit of defense played. It gets a little chippy. We saw some fouls that were a little bit harder than I think a lot of people would have expected in an event like that. So glad to have you back. Let's dive in. We're going to do the skills challenge first. So this is going to be the first of 3 videos today. We'll do the skills challenge. Then we're going to do the 3-point contest, and then we'll do the dunk contest later this evening. So guys, please make sure you're subscribed, like, share it with friends, all of that good stuff. We've been at this for a little over a week and already over 100 subscribers. Greatly appreciate the support. We're just going to keep trying to bring you value, give you our process and research into things, and hopefully have some fun along the way. So Jones, we'll just get right into it then. A skills challenge, the second year now that they're doing this format with the 3 teams. Last year was the debut in Cleveland. Team Cavs came away with it with Garland, Jared Allen, and Evan Mobley. The Antetokounmpos were in that event, and then they had a rookie team last year. Same thing this year. They got Team Jazz, the host city, Team Rookies, and then they have Team Antetokounmpo. Tell me where your action is in this one. Antetokounmpos have the longest odds at plus 475 as we're doing this video. Jazz, some slight juice at minus 120, and then Team Rookies at plus 140.
Yeah, so I mean, when I was first looking at it, I was kind of leaning Team Jazz, just with some of the challenges that they have to complete. But as I took a little deeper dive into it, I got to go with the rookies here. It's just when you have Paolo Banchero, Ivy, and Jabari Smith Jr., they can do everything that they're asking you to do in these challenges. They can shoot, they can pass, they're quick, they're long. And Ivy, he played point guard pretty much his whole life. So with the passing and shooting, he can do that. Banchero, he's a guy that can play almost every position on the floor. You can play him 1 through 5, and he's good at it. And then with Jabari Smith, he's more forward type guy, but at the same time, he's athletic. You can tell he can handle the ball well. I just got to go with the team rookies here, especially at the value again with the plus money. If it comes down to it, it's going to be between the rookies and the Jazz. I don't really see the Antetokounmpo brothers winning it. There's just too much to ask for them with the shooting aspect of everything. They can't shoot. From just being
I mean, it sounds mean, right? But it was just pretty obvious. Last year they competed in this event. They did relatively well in the relay portion of the event because they're pretty athletic, right? So they can get around the pylons or like the defenders that are moving on the court, but they can't make the shots. You got to make a shot out of the corner in the relay portion of that leg of the contest. They went 0 for 9. You get 3 chances. If you miss all 3, they just tell you to move on just because it's an entertainment event. They went 0 for 9 on the threes. They just can't shoot. It adds a lot of time to that event. The other leg, which is just shooting, Giannis was the only one that showed any sort of skill last year in that regard. He made that 5-point shot right off the bat. He made one more 3, and that was it. So like low score from him, and then Thanasis and Alex are just they're both inept shooters. It's not to say that we don't like them as people. I mean, it's a team of brothers, and Giannis is an MVP candidate who is an MVP candidate despite the fact that he can't shoot from the perimeter very well. And then his 2 brothers are in the G League and riding the end of the bench, right? So it is what it is. There's just too much perimeter shooting involved in this event for me to take them seriously whatsoever. So for me, I'm also riding with Team Rooks in this one. in my mind, it's a two-team event, and you're getting one team at plus 140, and you're getting another one at minus 120. And then another thing that I think a lot of people are overlooking in this is Colin Sexton, who's on Team Jazz, left that last game before the All-Star break with an injury. And I'm scouring Twitter. I'm looking all over. I can't find any information on, is Sexton going to suit up in this? Because if he suits up, he's not going to be at 100%, just realistically.
Especially with a hamstring injury.
For sure. Like in some of the drills involved, sprinting up and down the court, or like even the shooting portion of this contest, you can't shoot at the same spot on consecutive attempts.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to run a good 10, 15 feet from spot to spot on the court. I can't imagine him being all that effective in any of these events with a bad hammy. And if he doesn't participate, then you have another guy who is just getting thrown into a unique event at the last minute, no prep time, no practice, anything like that. So I just don't understand why Team Jazz would be juiced. I know Clarkson is a really athletic, capable shooter, but there's not a lot around him, right? Like I think there's a lot of question marks for a team that you'd have to pay juice for. And then you have the rookies at plus 140, get a good amount of value there. And like you said, with Banchero and a couple of the other guys, is like Jabari and Ivy, like they're incredibly fast.
Yep.
They're capable, but not great shooters. But again, you can shoot twos in this contest. The team shooting one, there's the 3-point shot, there's a corner shot, there's a mid-range attempt. So like they're not totally screwed in that contest. And then the relay, I mean, Ivy made it down the court in 2 dribbles last night in the Rising Stars tournament. So I like their chances. Plus 140.
You got to take it.
Yeah, don't overthink it. I think it's a good spot for them.
And they, all 3 of those players, they played last night, so it's not like they're just coming out there and they're going to be rusty. You know what I mean? They're warmed up in a sense. They're already acclimated. They've got the jitters out of playing in front of they obviously have already had jitters out. They've played in front of crowds before, but All-Star event, you got stars everywhere, and all eyes are going to be on them. The whole world probably watching. So I like team rookies in this one for sure.
I love it. Well, everyone, Jones and I are aligned. Team rookies is what we're going with in the first event on Saturday in the Skills Challenge. Again, please like, share, subscribe, all of that good stuff. If you're betting on this contest, if you're betting on the 3-point contest, if you're betting on the dunk contest, we have content for all 3 videos today. Make sure you have notifications on. Again, appreciate the support. We'll be back with the other content here in a little bit.